Hello, good evening. This is Monique Reina, and I'm coming to you guys to make a video to debunk three major rumors that have happened or that are being released and concerning Louisiana voodoo. So I'm just gonna dive right in here and just go ahead and start before I get distracted and record this video again. And I'm gonna give up, and I don't want to do that. So the first thing I want to address here is that New Orleans is not the birthplace of Louisiana voodoo. Louisiana voodoo is exactly what it says. It's the entire state of Louisiana. Okay, and the reason why it's the entire state of Louisiana is because this state is home to some of the most ancient civilizations in the entire U.S. Okay, so because it's home to a lot of the most ancient civilizations, we hold a lot of spirits here that are very, very strong and powerful in nature. Um, that were utilized by our ancestors, by the Native Americans, by the Creole. They were used also by those people who may have come from Africa and those other black Indians or other indigenous, you know, tribes that came in afterwards. So that's what makes it Louisiana voodoo here, okay? So, but I will say this, New Orleans is the place where Louisiana voodoo, Haitian voodoo, and other magical practices were commercialized and exploited for personal gain to generate business for the Europeans. Okay, so I really try not to utilize the term New Orleans voodoo because it's really just a reminder of those things. When really it's so much bigger than New Orleans. New Orleans has a great and powerful history. Some good, some bad, but again, it's not limited to what happened in New Orleans. Okay, it's so much bigger than that. All right. So the next thing I want to address here is that voodoo is not a combination of voodoo, conjure, Santeria. It's not a blend of those things. It's not a blend of European witchcraft, vampirism, swamp magic, Catholicism. It's not a blend. Louisiana voodoo is a separate entity, completely different. Just like Haitian voodoo is different from Dominican voodoo, it's completely different. The reason why that rumor came about was again from the Europeans. They were not exactly educated enough to know to be able to distinguish one practice from the other. They're looking at a bunch of black people on Congo Square dressed in white getting possessed, and they all assume that it's voodoo, and that's not true. Um, they developed that assumption because of what was happening in the 1800s with the Haitian Revolution and the influx of Haitians that was coming over here, as well as a lot of the rioting that was happening that a lot of people were trying to associate with voodoo at the time. Okay, so that's where that rumor came about. It's not a combination of those things. Louisiana is a living and breathing entity of its own. It's even separate and apart from Haitian voodoo as well. However, it's also very common too to have some Louisiana voodoo practitioners of our ancestors that also served some of the Haitian Noir. Why is that? Why would they also serve some of the Haitian Noir? Is because we have a lot of black people, Creole, and some Cajun people. Some of them, you know, may have inherited rights to be able to serve some of the Haitian Noir. So if your father's side, you know, serve Ogu Fakai, you could very well inherit rights to also serve Ogu Fakai or Simbi Makaya or Simbi La Flambeau, whatever, whichever ones that may have inherited within your bloodline. That is how. So, but again, Haitian voodoo is separate and apart from Louisiana voodoo. It's not the same at all. It's not the same. They're separate and apart. Although we may have served some of the same spirits, you know, it does not mean that it's all the same here. Okay, we had our own spirits with our own Noah. You know, some of us may not have called them the Loa. We may have just called them spirits. Okay, but they're not the same. Okay. However, like I said, you know, it was also very common for us to practice other things even outside of Haitian voodoo and Louisiana voodoo, like conjure, like European witchcraft, vampirism, whatever the situation is, palo, Santeria. Those were all separate practices, but we could have also, you know, our families also may have um, um, served those different things within the same family. Y'all get what I'm saying? So the third thing I want to address here was that Louisiana voodoo does not require formal initiation like console. It does not require it. However, it does require an activation, so to speak, to be able to have the Loa, the spirits here to work um, the most effectively and efficiently for you. Okay. And how do you activate those things? And again, that's through the discovery of your laku and through your habitación that's located here on Louisiana soil. Okay, the habitación and your laku is not just a native to Haiti. It's also practiced in DR and Puerto Rico and the Bahamas and Trinidad and various. It's kind of like a standard thing when you're talking about reviving information that was lost. Okay, but we do have them here in Louisiana. Also, a part of the activation is again to make a peace with the land here, with the spirits of this land, the Native Americans of the tribes of the Native Americans, where your Laco and your Habitación, where you have been located here in Louisiana. Because again, that's the whole concept of voodoo. And it's about spirit, the spirit of the land, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. You make peace with those things. So a lot of people here that are in Louisiana, somewhere along the line, we got European blood in us, you know, because of what happened with the slave trade and all the stuff that was happening with the plantations and everything like that, the slave owners. You know, we somewhere along the lines, we got some ancestors that did some fuck shit, you know, that we have to have corrected. So you can't just go to serve, you know, just discovering your laco and your habitación and think that shit's gonna work right. That's not how that works. You gotta make peace with the land. That's why it's so important for people, people who are practicing Haitian voodoo, Dominican voodoo, or whatever form of voodoo or African practice, that they got to go back to that land to go make peace there. It's very important for that to happen, or it's going to be blocked by the spirits of this land. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of how we get to the concept of Louisiana voodoo. Do not think for a second that because you see a bunch of white people on the internet practicing Louisiana voodoo, or people walking around calling themselves a voodoo queen, that they have anything to do with Louisiana voodoo. They probably don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I read those books, and most of the stuff doesn't have anything to do with Louisiana voodoo. The spirits that are native to this area, they don't have anything to do with that. They don't go deep enough. They really are very quick to regurgitate the information that they heard from someone else so that they can make a profit off of it. So I really just wanted to clear up some of those things really quick for you guys. I will probably be releasing another video soon to kind of clear up some of the things that I was not able to clear up on this one, or to add to this one rather. But I do want you guys to be encouraged. I don't want you guys to think that, you know, because that Louisiana voodoo is weak because you see all these white people, or that's a combination of conjure. That's not Louisiana voodoo. Okay, that's what those gringos told their descendants, their children. That's what they market to people, and it's so that they cannot be held accountable for not having a relationship with the spirits of this land that they should. Okay, so I do want you guys to be encouraged to continue your spiritual path and just see my pure heart here to be able to help you guys. You know, don't be so quick to hand someone your money to get console. Don't be so quick to find a godparent. It's really about the spirit. You cannot avoid the spirit. You cannot avoid developing your relationship with your ancestors and with your own bloodline and with the Loa, which again comes through you. You cannot avoid those things here. Okay. So no matter what form of voodoo that you practice, don't knock it because you don't understand it. Okay? You know, really just develop your own esco. Learn about your personal spirits. Develop them, feed them, take care of them, do whatever you have to do to get everything corrected and moved on to the right path. So I wish you guys well with all of your endeavors and developing your spirituality, going back to your roots. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye.